Hey fam, you're welcome to another beautiful episode of the Dialogue Box. This is season 2, guys, and we are so excited. As usual, this is where we talk about real issues, one step at a time. And my name is Bukolami.
And I am Adeto. And trust me, today's topic, I say ego shake. What did I talk?
Ego shake.
Because of what? We are asking a question in which so many people run away from. So many people run away from this question. And that is what we're going to be talking about today. Hey, baby, let's ask them, is your marriage a home or what, a hostage situation?
Gaskia. Is your marriage a home or a hostage situation? Let's talk about it. This question is actually something that is really very, like you said, a lot of people actually run away from answering this question. But let us ask. There are some difficult questions we should start asking ourselves. Because a lot of things has happened and we've seen a lot of things online these days, and we begin to ask ourselves, this marriage, the generation coming after already saying that they don't even think they want to get married.
Oh, yes.
Because some marriages are seeming like an hostage situation. But guys, just sit back and relax. We are going to take you through this journey that you would always remember in a lifetime.
Okay, you know what? When some celebrities say that marriage, it's bondage, they say it very well that, okay, being married is just like being in bondage. It sounds somehow, but the truth is that's some people's reality.
Really, honestly, even people who come out to say it, it's actually some people's reality. But sometimes
it is.
Sometimes it could hide behind love. That bondage can hide behind love.
You think so?
Because
oh my God. But bondage isn't always loud.
Another angle.
Yes.
Really, yes.
Bondage isn't always loud.
Jeje, in silence. But then what do you mean by that?
Okay. Well, I would say that, when you are in bondage, people in bondage always have this make believe. They have this make believe that even that you are doing fine in your marriage, you start getting jealous of their relationship. Whereas,
I'm sure we watched that podcast where two Baba mentioned bondage and marriage, and we got thinking, all those years of beautiful pictures and videos, was that also bondage?
That is where I'm going to.
Exactly.
Exactly where I'm going to. I just said it now that even that your marriage is, we all know that there is no perfect relationship. There's no perfect marriage anyway. Of course. But even with that imperfection, you guys are still managing yourself. And you in that relationship will now look at these people and you start saying, God, when?
God, when?
When you start saying God, when to something that you really don't know what they are facing.
I think social media is also one of the reasons why this has been like that lately, because you see a lot of family pictures, family vacation and all that, and you actually think everything is as beautiful as it seems online. But man, people are going through a lot though.
People are going through a lot. But you know what? Let's quickly go on a short break. We'll be back soon. Welcome back. I'm sure you're looking at it like you love our African print, isn't it? This is a ready-to-wear by Ayaba's Creation.
Yes.
Ayaba's Creation gave us this. You can see Bukola, she's looking so radiant. So you know what? Contact Ayaba's Creation. The contact will be on the screen. So back to what we were saying. I was saying something that bondage can be silence.
Yes.
Do you know?
Yeah, I know.
Like,
I know.
I don't know. It can be a situation whereby the partner controls everything, controls the finance.
What you just said reminded me of something though.
Okay.
Somebody once mentioned the fact that there's this woman, she's like, she works, but her ATM is always with the husband. For like over 3 years. She'll be doing, she's one working. The man also is working.
Okay.
Like they're both working class. And you have to go, honey, I want to buy something. Can you please give me the card?
So what do we call that?
Love.
That is bondage.
That's what we're talking about.
That's bondage. I don't have access to my money. I can't make decision on my own because I am married. No, that's not love.
I personally feel marriage should not be based on that. But however,
so you have to tell me what to wear.
Exactly.
You have to tell me when to go out.
Exactly.
In fact, you have to. I don't want to mention
No,
this.
you have to. Honestly,
No.
it's true.
You have to tell me when to see my family, when to see my siblings.
You have to take permission before you do a lot of things.
That's not love.
There are some situations that are like that.
I understand when you are in a relationship. I understand the part where you carry your partner along.
And there's even this one that you, even when you don't feel like having marital intercourse,
yes,
they will still. I think they call that one rape inside my boy. It's really not rape, but it happens in marriages, right?
So I understand the fact whereby you communicate in relationship. I understand the part where you carry your partner along.
Yes,
that's not taking permission.
Are you sure that's not bride?
No, that's not that. It's not taking permission. It's not. It's just like you respect your partner and you feel this person is part of you, and it is necessary for him or her to know what's going through.
You. So
it's not like making it mandatory. Like, okay, you have to wear this today, or no, you don't have to go out today, or okay, you're working. I'm working now. I'm receiving the sum of 200,000 in a month. My husband will receive that payment and he will give me 10,000 a month. What do we call that?
That one, even also, as while you were talking, something just crossed my mind also, that there are some situations whereby even when your family member, or maybe probably in a union where you operate joint account, and probably your family member needs an urgent funding.
You have to go and beg Oga.
You have to go and beg Oga to approve the money before you send to your family. Probably your mother needs the money for probably maybe surgery or maybe whatever. But you need the money that you have worked for. Some people say it is submission in marriage. Some people have the opinion that it is actually humility in marriage. But really,
to me, I would say that is not a home. It's a hostage camp.
And our men, I'm sorry, I'm going to be dragging the men in this one. Our men actually love women who do that. They feel like you are submissive to
1,000 yards wife material. That's the word they use. Oh my God.
No, if you truly love this woman, you really want the best for her, you will let her be free.
And you know what? Sadly, the society claps for this.
That's my point exactly. That's my point.
They clap for this situation. They see it as you are as a woman that, okay, that is what they call obeying the man. That is not, no.
You have home training. The kind of wife that have home training.
No. I say something always that you don't beg for respect. You earn it.
I agree.
You earn it.
I agree.
So you don't have to force me before I do the right thing.
Exactly.
I want to go out now. I'll tell my husband that, okay, babes, I want to go out with Bukola. You know, that is not a bondage. But it is out of respect because he has given me my respect. So I should give him too.
Same. And I also feel like maybe some men are not, they don't trust the women they marry.
That is where I want to go to. I see that as insecurity.
Yes.
Some feel insecure. Or maybe, you know, we have some men that look at it like, my wife is so beautiful. Like
jealousy.
You understand? But they would not want to classify that as being jealous. Deep down, they are jealous. But they see it as an opportunity to them. It's an opportunity of getting married to this woman, but they will not want to show it to the woman that no.
Yeah,
you understand? So they will use all means, like, okay, I don't want another person to see you. You understand?
And you create a box and put her in that box where she's
confined. You now tell her that this is what you have to wear. I like women on her back. I love my woman to be.
When she wants to buy a wig, you hear you are a wasteful spender. Go to Yard City.
I love my woman to be simple. I love boo-boo. But whereas Oga they outside,
if they carry girls where they look, you know.
No. Now let's go back to Two-Face. The podcast he did
with Nedu.
Have you seen where he actually apologized?
I'm coming to that. Before apology,
okay,
let's start with what he said. I watched that. I took my time to watch that.
I quickly want to pick a point from what I said.
Because he said it there. He said this thing. He said that men are not wired to stay with one woman, and it was not a mistake. He kept saying it.
You know that Two-Face has always been saying nonsense.
And this is something that he said it in Young, Famous and African.
He has always been saying. That is where I'm going to.
What's the apology for?
Hold on. that is where I'm going to. You know, he has always been saying, we all know Two-Face for saying nonsense.
You get.
But where the apology, that is what I am saying.
Some men will not see it as nonsense.
No. Do you know what? Let me drink water.
Oh, yeah, drink water. Drop cup. So when she's at that, the truth of the matter is that we know, the internet knows Two-Face has been saying this year in, year out. Men are not wired to stay with one woman. Okay, fine. We have left you with that one and be your multi-woman kind of person. But what's the apology for, babe?
My point is, you see, these men, they know what they want and they know who they truly want.
Thank you.
While he was with Annie, saying nonsense, Two-Face has never come out
to apologize. Thank you.
But because he has a new woman and he wants the woman to know that, babe, I am with you. I am with you.
Oh boy.
So he actually came out because he doesn't want that woman to get angry.
What if it was that woman that was holding camera and said, guy, go and apologize for what you said?
It's still part of it.
Okay.
It's the fear of, okay, I don't want to lose this person.
Annie will be someone like, okay, so you could apologize
now. So for all
now.
these years,
really,
Annie is always coming out to defend this nonsense.
To defend it.
You understand?
Oh, God.
But this time around, no. Do you know, I said the first time, I was just laughing like, oh my God.
When I woke up to that apology this morning, I was like, what's wrong with this
He has
guy?
never apologized to the woman who was there for him in the beginning.
Do you understand?
He has never apologized.
That's
the one who took
disrespect.
You know, Annie took all sort of disrespect for Two-Face.
A lot.
But Two-Face has never come. He has never.
He
never came out to apologize. But this one, I said, no, Madam Natasha, now who are you be?
However,
okay,
that might actually be, men are men. I feel like Two-Face at his age may likely not still change. Now he's doing it for Natasha, babe. Wait,
because his babe would not accept it.
Exactly.
That is what they say, that woman set standards.
I agree.
I
agree. Woman
set what? Standards.
I don't want no one.
In my own life, I don't pray my child or anybody I know be like. I don't want anybody to be like Annie.
And I don't think I want anyone to also.
I don't want anybody
like Two-Face. Two-Face has
be
been
like Annie.
One superstar that has said a lot of things to offend women a lot of time.
But I wouldn't blame Annie too, because she actually did that out of love.
Exactly.
But I know.
I think the only error Annie made was to have loved him more than she loved herself.
You get.
So the first thing, like you have said, okay, set standard, but love yourself while you're setting your standard.
More.
You first. Even the Bible says love your neighbor as yourself. So you have to love yourself first before you can extend that love to your neighbor. That's my thought. That's what I feel. I got Two-Face. I don't know if your apology is accepted too from me, honestly.
So now let's look at the path to freedom.
Abi?
Yes. We've talked about bondage in marriage. Let's look at the path to freedom.
So freedom. What would you in such situation when a woman faces such, what do you want to advise? Do you want her to leave the marriage or what?
Okay.
It's such a dicey situation.
I would say that leave, but not immediately. Our advice, yes. We're not saying you should not leave. You understand? But not immediately. Do you know why? You have to take your time, pause, reflect, and ask yourself, am I still myself?
Is this marriage?
Am I still myself? Do I feel safe emotionally, physically, and mentally?
Yeah, true.
Do you know, some people will tell you that, okay, before I can heal, I have to go into another relationship to forget the past. No. Even in that relationship, even in that marriage, you can actually heal.
You can still heal. But you need a lot of withdrawals to do, because you have to withdraw a lot of things from that marriage. Honestly.
And you know what? If the answers to these questions scares you, then it is time to rethink.
Exactly. This is the time to think. And honestly, like Adetunwa has said, if you really find yourself in this kind of situation, the truth is that there are some women who don't see it as a problem though. I think this one we're talking about is addressed to women who see this as heartache, who sees this as really bondage, and you find yourself here, you're looking for how or way out. Like she has said, you need to really, really live, but not immediately,
and you know what?
And be strategic
you
about
don't need chains around you before you know that you are truly in bondage.
Exactly.
You know, some people, they'll look at it like,
you
you really don't need it. marriage should feel like home, not like what? A hostage situation. So now I think we should leave them with this today. Or what do you think?
Yes.
Because I believe today's conversation is going to help people recognize themselves.
You need to check your union. And this goes both ways, though. There are some men who find themselves in that situation. So let's not be like we are advocating for women alone. There are some men also find themselves in this kind of situation. So if you find yourself here, please reflect. Watch this episode. Reflect. Think, like you said, you don't have to be wearing chains, physical chains, before you know that you are in bondage.
Let's set the standard and let's know the difference between commitment and what? Bondage.
And bondage.
All right. So we meet here again next time. I am Adaito and my baby here is
Bukola. Me, guys, do not forget to subscribe, share, and drop comments.
And don't forget to patronize
Ayaba Creations.
Bye.